Hey there, so today we have another review. This is a beer courtesy of Noah. Thank you so much. This is Jalagreeño, and I thought I should review this, but no, actually mistake. I had this with Matt, so he invited me over to have Matt. So, Jalagreeño, what is it? Jalagreeño? It's green with jalapenos in it. I think my first impression, or at least when I remember, was that like this beer is actually completely fine, not too jalapeno-y, but we shall see. Let's just read into the beer after our review, right? So beer looks like green, right? Actually, looks a little bit darker than green. Nah, probably looks about right. Beer comes in a nice kind of like a color, full on haze, full on opaque, slightly off-white head. Oh yeah, okay. So. We'll see how the flavor goes. This is very fresh right now. He got this to me last week. Even to this day, it was canned less than 3 weeks ago. So super fresh. Very, very, very jalapeno. It just smells like fresh jalapenos. It smells like underneath, obviously, the hazy IPA with a little bit of that like pineapple mango thing. But it's so, and oh, that kind of like light, kind of like doughy, hazy treehouse malt character. A little maybe with the bubblegummy thing going on, but like it's so hidden. It's so just top note, fresh cut jalapenos, not artificial, not pickled, just fresh, just like green. Yeah, it sort of works with the like sort of the name of the beer, but like just green. It's got this like just freshness to it. It's very. You know what? Don't you think about jalapenos also? Just like think about green bell peppers. Rarely, because jalapenos are spicy, you probably don't usually like handle them. Oh, you probably don't even usually just like smack them in your mouth raw. You don't get that in your face kind of character. There's like dip platters where there's like green bell pepper in a dip, right? Like, and you actually get that green bell pepper thing. It's got a lot of that going on. That pyrazine, right? It's pyrazine there. Super peppery, but like fresh peppers, bell peppers. Well, obviously jalapenos too. So, ew. That's very weird. That is very weird. I want to talk to the guy who thought about this, but it's fun, but it's weird. You get a world-class, really delicious hazy IPA, and just smacked on with like just fresh bell pepper flavor. Like it's hard to describe. Like what? Why? Not a bad thing, but why? Weird. One of the better ways I can describe it is like an old-fashioned, where, I mean, you're basically drinking just straight bourbon. Whatever. You're basically drinking straight bourbon. But there's so much oily, at least you make it proper, there's so much oily orange and citrus to it. Like that, expression of the citrus peel, the orange peel. And ideally they like put it around the glass where like, and it's on the rim of the glass, on the glass too, so you can touch it. And then it's on the top of it. Ideally, it should be a little film of like citrus oil from the peel, right? Like it's sort of like covered up in a lot of like citrus character, and also ideally they also use a little bit of Angostura orange bitters in there too. So it's got an oomph to it, right? That's what sort of what this one. It's a great hazy IPA, but then there just is this, high top note of just jalapenos. Yep. It's very fresh. It's not even spicy at all. So when you go there, you also think of like green bell pepper. So a lot of like just green pepper flavor, green bell peppers, fresh jalapenos, all that, not spicy at all. And then you move on to the base beer. Nice cream mouthfeel, pineapple, sweet oranges, sweet mango character, creamy mouthfeel, that kind of like weedy, doughy, kind of like light, pale, hazy IPA character onto the back end. Citrus rind, citrus pith, orange peel, orange pith, a little bit of drying character, lingering with a little bit of doughy malt. So yeah, that's my full paragraph of beer. But let's talk about beer. So aromatic, bouquet, peppery earthiness with notes of spicy pineapple. I don't get the spicy part. I get jalapenos and pineapple, right? Two separate things. What's a spicy pineapple? Yeah, see, I don't know, whatever. I'm not going to combine those two words, spicy pineapple. Yeah, flavor follows suit with a firm but flavorful heat throughout the glass, and plays beautifully with the sweet pineapple notes of the base beer. Heat. What heat? It's gonna warm up on me, but heat? Like spice? The beer's cold, so it's not a hot beer. Heat? I mean, I'm trying to let it warm up. No. I sense no sense of like actual capsaicin on this. It's like a little tingle somewhere, maybe. How about this? I'm gonna argue if you find heat on this, you have a very, very, very low tolerance for capsaicin and spicy food. Yeah, good luck. I apologize if you're that person, but I don't know what the hell they're talking about heat. Anyway, it's interesting. For me, how about this? I'm gonna give it points for being weird and innovative and interesting. But yeah, I mean, you don't need to do this. Just keep hazy. Like, maybe you know what? How about this? There's some ones where they add a little bit oomph of extra fruit to it, where you can't really notice the fruits in there, but it really helps reinforce the fruit characteristics. Sure. But are people really looking to drink green bell pepper, green jalapeno flavor? Yo, if you're that guy or gal, good luck to you, and you're gonna love it with some hazy IPA. If that greenness with a hazy IPA, specifically green, works for you, that's all you. For me, I don't know, because like you're talking about pineapple flavor. Do you want works with pineapple? I'll tell you one trick. One of my favorite cocktails of all time. The cocktail is, man, I used to be such a cocktail guy. You guys can correct me with his name, but anyway, lead bartender at Employees Only, one of the best known cocktail bars in New York City, one of the highest volume New York bars, cocktail bars, blah blah. And he used to be former military. Documentary with him too, and he has a cocktail called Ready Fire Aim. Usually it's Ready Aim Fire. It's Ready Fire Aim, and it is I believe a mezcal infused peppercorn mezcal infused pineapple infused mezcal with, I believe, peppercorns too, lime juice, and a little bit of pink peppercorn. It's like, it's like a, pineapple mezcal sour. Because mezcal smoky, that does well with pineapple. Pineapple with char, by the way. There's a flavor Bible, by the way, that I should probably show you guys. But anyway, charred pineapples is delicious. Charring and pineapple, great flavor combination. Along with lime, pineapple and lime also, they interact very well. And then peppercorns also work with that. So it's like a whole combination of like great flavors that work together. It's basically a mezcal pineapple sour with some lime, obviously. So right on my alley, so good. I actually went to the bar, no, he didn't make it. It was actually somebody else. But absolutely fantastic cocktail. One of my favorite cocktails I've ever had. Love smoking cocktails. Just complexities, and, the ability of smoke to match and complement certain flavors is absolutely fantastic. That makes sense to me, right? How would you do it? I don't know. Can you make a, so let's go hazy IPA, a smoky hazy IPA with peppercorns? I don't know. That seems like interesting. But this for me, I I hate to be a hater, but I don't think jalapenos and pineapple are great complementary flavors. They're not bad, but they're not amazing. Yeah. So again, the flavor Bible would like match things like some of the cocktails that have at work right now. Strawberry basil, fantastic. Watermelon mint, bang. Um, Mango jalapeno. Well, I guess pineapple jalapeno sort of makes sense, right? Anyway, I think this is a matching flavor, but it just doesn't really like do too much for me. I prefer sort of like if this beer was naked without jalapeno flavor. It's just the green sort of like, you know what? I think part of it is also the green plays into the green hop character, which is now you're like stretching the green flavors a little too far. Yeah, I think it's part of it. Because you'll not only get a little bit of that like green myrcene character on the back end, but then you're also playing like it's too much like green character because now I'm getting more jalapeno and green hop character and pulling away from what we really want, which is a sweet tropical bomb of sweet pineapple and fluffiness and really moving towards that kind of like pineapple Dole Whip kind of thing going on. That desserty, creamy richness, and you're getting a lot of green on top of it, Yeah, imagine a pineapple, actually pineapple sorbet with jalapenos might sound okay, but in the beer it's just, So, give points for the funness of it, but B-ish, 86. Great beer. Great beer. I'm going to finish it. It's still green, but it's got jalapenos in it. Until next time, cheers later.